Hello everyone, it is Saturday, May 15th. The time is 11:53 a.m. and according to my phone, it's an extremely nice 20 degrees Celsius. And this is Duplex Avenue. I'm just waiting to turn left onto. And I'll be heading south down to around Yonge Street and Queens Quay in front of Lake Ontario as I am making my way downtown to record a ride through Active TO, which is along Lakeshore Boulevard West. They're also holding it on Bayview Avenue and Lakeshore Boulevard East. What is this guy doing? I'll just take the green light and continue straight on Duplex here. So I'm currently running parallel to Yonge Street. And for this one, I'm testing out a new camera, I guess, mode that I haven't used before. I have enabled the GoPro Hero 9's horizon leveling. So what that means is, as my body shifts and the camera moves, the horizon level should stay flat. So it should keep it perfect throughout the ride. But the trade-off with that is it doesn't use the wide angle view, so it's using what's known as linear. So that's more like what your standard camera would show versus the wide angle of an action camera. So I'm curious to see what people think of this one, if they prefer the perfect horizon level and the narrower view, or the wider view with the sometimes shifting horizon level. I have only enabled Hypersmooth and not Hypersmooth Boost. If I enable the Boost mode, that's the camera's super stabilization feature, that'll zoom it in even more. I'm still tinkering with this camera and getting used to all the settings. And I'm also going to order the Max Lens mod. And that'll let me use horizon leveling with the wide angle. But I don't have that yet, so I thought I would try this standard mode. And I think that car just blew that stop sign. There was no attempt to even slow down on that one. And this is Chaplin Crescent, so I'll turn left here. And take this over to Yonge, and then I'll make my way south. Not sure if I'll stick to Yonge the whole way or not. This is my first time this year wearing shorts out for a ride, so that's kind of nice. And this is Yonge Street, of course. I'm also curious to know if I can use the Max Lens mod on my live streaming. I've tightened up the chest mount a fair bit, so there's a lot less play. And the camera's not bouncing around as much as it was on my last live stream. And based on the lack of shuttle buses, I assume the subway is running this weekend, which is good, as it wasn't running last weekend. At least not between Shepherd and St. Clair. And with this weather, I really think I'm going to start to get into cycling shape. I've still been laboring a bit. And I'll be getting out more and filming more videos and just doing rides for myself, not recording. And I think at some point next week I'll be picking up that e-scooter I've been talking about. I was about to say, what's that kazoo sounding like noise? Turns out it's just the church bells. So I know this view is probably not as immersive as my other cycling videos, but hopefully it's more stable. And again, the horizon should be perfectly level as well. I am recording at 4K and 60 frames per second. And I think for anything where you're moving fast, you want to use 60 frames per second. I even use that on my walking videos, even though that's not entirely necessary. I think there's just enough room here to squeeze to the right of these cars safely. One thing you can't see with this camera angle, unlike my helmet cam, is that I'm constantly looking over my shoulder. I think it's important to be fully aware of all the cars around you and other cyclists. All right, this is Woodlawn Avenue. This is always a fun stretch to be going in the other direction, as it's a pretty good uphill. I'm gonna slow right down here. Well, it looks like they have the right lane blocked off again, just up ahead. That's nice. Doesn't bother to indicate. There seems to be some kind of ongoing curbside repair. And this is McPherson. There goes someone on a fixie. That's Rosedale Station on the left. I might as well just stick to Yonge. I just posted a walk down Yonge on my main Johnny Strides channel a few days ago. Actually, that would have been yesterday morning. And this is Belmont Street, but it's Almer on the left. That'll take you down to the Rosedale Valley. I posted a ride down there earlier this year, and CJ Hoyle just uploaded a ride where he heads down Rosedale Valley to Active TO along Bayview Avenue. He's got a rather different setup for capturing these rides than I do. He's got a linear recumbent bike, so he's in more of a seated position. And he's got the camera mounted up on the front of the bike. And I think he's now using a GoPro Hero 9. I think that's a Lotus. Now it looks like things are a bit backed up here as we approach Bloor. Might as well take advantage of my ability to be more on the narrow side. So there are no left or right turns here at Yonge and Bloor. Everything south of here will be considered downtown. It's a scramble crossing. When I'm on the bike, I always proceed slowly and carefully through those. I think that's better for everyone as the motorists aren't competing with a bicycle off the line there. Everyone just sort of stays out of each other's hair. There's Charles Street. I'm also not using battery power on this ride. I've just got the GoPro plugged into an external battery pack. I can make this light. And this street is pretty brutal. I think the camera stabilization is getting a pretty good workout. I suspect that might be why you don't see too many e-scooters on Yonge. As with the much smaller tires, I'm sure you feel every jolt. Even if you have a suspension, it can't be that smooth. And this is Grosvenor Street in the Bay Clover Hill neighborhood, according to that sign. I wonder if it's a BIA that they formed. I'm just trying to talk over the music played from this car so I don't get hit with a copyright. I'll find out after I upload this. And I think I'm gonna have to adjust my right brake when I get to the end of this ride because it's not doing a whole lot. I've got it fully pressed there. The left one will stop me on a dime as need be, but the right one isn't working so well. So Yonge Street looked more lively on that Thursday afternoon walk I took. This is a weekend on a gorgeous day and it's dead. Here's Yonge and Dundas. It's the Eaton Center on the right. And Dundas Square on the left. It is completely void of the usual hustle and bustle around here. And we have another scramble crossing. It's not too often you'll see Yonge Street like this on a Saturday. And it is the afternoon, it's 12:14. And this is Queen Street and Saks Fifth Avenue on the right, so we are almost at the lake. Someone's having a bad day over there. Those are the people when I'm out filming walking videos I try my best not to make eye contact with or point the camera at. You never know what one of their trigger points will be. I don't know if it's just me, but I always seem to have the worst luck going south on this stretch of Yonge. See how I can slide my bike up and back and forth with the brake press, but with this one I can't really. My brake shoes are getting a bit worn. I do have new ones on the way. I ordered them. Yeah, his right brake is. I'm gonna have to do a proper adjustment on it. So I got one really good brake and one sort of okay brake. Not the best. Oh, there's a singing man behind me. It's a shame we missed him. And I ordered the brake shoes off of Amazon, but I think they're coming from China. I have replaced them before. It's a pretty simple job. It takes all of 5 minutes. They can be a bit squeaky the first few rides after you put new ones on, but that goes away. Ooh, look at all that dust spewing out of that construction zone up there. So this is front. I'm gonna want to hold my breath as I ride through that. Yikes. Well, it's getting in my eyes. I really should have worn my sunglasses. Might have to wipe off the lens of the camera. That was pretty bad. Whatever they're paying that cop to just stand there, it's not enough. He's just breathing that in. So we are at Lakeshore Boulevard. You don't really see cyclists on this part of Lakeshore. And just up ahead is Lake Ontario and the Waterfront Trail. So that is where I will be ending this ride. Maybe I'll pop over to Cherry Beach and I can set up for the next ride. I'm going to use a different camera angle, so I have to readjust my angle here. I always like the handlebars to be right at the bottom of the screen. And red light of Palooza. I don't know what I was trying to say. Continues. Pretty much caught every one. Harbor Street. This is a really long light. I do have a Cliff Bar on me, so I think I'll have that as a little power up before the next part of the ride, because I'll be heading from here all the way down to the Humber Bay Arch Bridge and then back pretty much. Of course, I will hit a red light here. Why wouldn't I? And I think I said Cherry Beach, I actually meant Sugar Beach. I will try to turn left onto the recreation trail here. Just have to make sure no pedestrians were crossing. That's kind of a confusing section there. So I'm now heading east on Queens Quay East. So I will just head over to Sugar Beach and then I'll have my snack and check the footage out. And I'll see if I can tighten this right brake. I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of tightening this piece right here in the right way. And this is the Redpath Sugar Refinery on the right here. There's an e-scooter sighting. Those people really shouldn't be jogging two abreast. So this here on the right is Sugar Beach. I'll head down to the waterfront. There's some Segway 9-bot max scooters on the right there. All right, I think I see a bench up ahead. I'm gonna snag that.
At Queens Quay though, not.
And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this ride. Let me know your thoughts on this view. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to both of my channels, Johnny Strides and Johnny Stumbles. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you on the next one.